I'll see if anybody else joins.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Okay. Let me find the start
Do
of
you
my
need me
list
to
here.
do the?
I'm just trying to find the start of my list. I'm good. I'm awesome. I'm great. All right. Bill, you ready? Cool. Okay, cool. So starting off, this is community meeting for September. It's been a little bit since we got to do one. Obviously, there's been some ups, there's been some downs, and here we all are. Um, basically, hi Adam, bye Adam. You can come back and hear the meeting. Um, basically, staff is always going to be here at the end of the day. Legacy was created by everybody here with the mindset of a gaming community for everyone to feel welcome in at the end of the day and enjoy. Um, and that's what we've strived to do. Um, whether that's with our Redum server, whether that's with plans of servers that we have in the future, um, gaming communities, whatever it's going to be, we plan to, at the end of the day, we'll always be here to experience the joy of gaming. We're gonna always try to keep pushing with what we got. So we will 100% always keep backing what we got and what we want to stand behind. So no matter what, even on the days that people see, not too many people around, know the staff is here and we're always down to hop on. We got an Otis hosting the other night that little impromptu gambling night. We ended up getting quite a few people in for it at least, which was good. It was a few people we've seen in a couple days, so it was nice to see. Um, but the staff just wanted to emphasize, at the end of the day, we are here. We are gonna always be here, no matter the population, no matter what's going on, and we are gonna keep striving and keep pushing with the new things coming and the new plans. Going from there, we want to touch on business and opportunities for the community and brand new ideas. So if there are any ideas that you guys have about businesses current in the server, um, businesses that could come in, things that you've seen on other servers that really are an interest that people like, um, things that you're interested in, things that you think could change in jobs we have or businesses we have currently, let us know. We want to see how we can adapt and how we can change and keep growing and keep going. And we have a few things that we want to do for businesses going forward, like to help out with the starting of some new businesses. So we have any new businesses that are starting off. We want to be able to offer out a starting package as part of the loans. So um, when you get a business to start, we want to be able to offer um, a, basically, hey, you'll be able to get X amount of resources and such credited to your account. Pay it back later. Consider it a way to help get your business started and going. Because at the end of the day, we're not caring about the money that's just going to go sit in a database and doesn't do anything with, because the money isn't what it's about at the end of the day. It's about the RP and like the actual having fun with it. So we want to see people fulfilling those business roles, and having fun with the opportunities that they have there. Um, Going from there, woo wee. I don't know why I said woo wee when it's wee woo wee woo. Wow, I feel stupid now. Hello, hello. Yeah, woo wee. Yeah. So yeah, help out with business, and if people have secondaries and they want to help out with secondaries in some other businesses, you want to help out, just have an alternate that's going to help out being a gunsmith, um, doing some horse training, helping out with the train, doing some mining, whatever it's going to be. We would love to see some secondaries come in and help out with, um, like with the what you call it, with the business opportunities. Cry, give me 700 character slots.
Listen, I've been trying to convince him to give us more.
Oh, okay, so if it's something that comes down, maybe we need to um, look at it and address it and adjust it some. We might be able to adjust the overall number for everybody some. Um, if not, and we have people who obviously we trust and are good with the RP, I don't think anybody on the team would really have a problem with you sitting down with us and we could get you the possibility of maybe getting around that cap limit. I know that we've had to do it a few times for events and things like that, but if we need to, have the ability to fulfill some more roles and give some more opportunities with the lower population to really liven things up and boost it, we can even address that and have a look at that. From there, the next thing we want to touch on, obviously, is the feather framework. So, just briefly on that, obviously, we're going to be with the guys from BCC getting into our own framework. This is going to mean completely open source, no more locked behind any paywalls. So, a lot of our scripts, I'd call it probably 50 to 60% of our scripts are actually locked behind paywall to an extent, one way or another. Um, and that's because developers always want to protect their work. But we're part of a community now that really strives on open source community work and being able to have, you know, the community is bettering everybody really at the end of the day. So that is what we're going to have going forward, and that'll mean a lot more possibilities on anything, which are a few of them we're actually going to touch on today that are going to be quite interesting. Um, so some dev stuff. Horses. There's going to be, and this is something I was talking about with Billy just before. There's going to be some big changes coming up to the horse game with training, breeding, and aging of horses. We would be switching into a new stable that basically, over time, your horse would age before anybody is very concerned about the rate that your horse would age at. If your pets are lasting for 4 months, obviously your horses are going to last for quite a bit of time. Um, but basically, the way the aging works is as they age up, they would lose some stats. They would lose stamina, they would lose health, they're getting weaker. Now, by breeding off your horses, you would pass on their stats. So you'd get your best horses, breed them off, and continue to get your stats to the top level. I was just given the code today to be able to change the stats of any horse, the courage, agility, stamina, speed, acceleration, health. Um, so this will mean that we'll be able to have horses based more off of how people have asked. The ability to have any horse be any type of speed to allow more usage of just like overall any horse. And the way this would work is you could have Tennessee Walkers that you are breeding to be the best of the best Tennessee Walkers, and they will have top stamina, top health, and be able to compete with the best of the best trained Mustangs. But
Just to say though that this is generation
yes,
past.
yeah, this is you'd pass on kind of what you have from your other horses. Some of the things would be randomized, uh, and it would basically allow the breeding, the passing of your good horses, and then the decision that's still up in the air is: do those horses that age and get old actually go away at all, or are they just gonna now be at the lowest of their stats and they'll just hang out in the stable for you at the low end of your horses? Let them let them die. Wow, cry. Okay, just savage. Um, so yeah, we're gonna have that, and that'll be and like training of horses is going to be handled completely different. So instead of just leading and walking them around, which obviously gets kind of boring, you're gonna have jumping. running. You're gonna have um, bucking challenges with them, a few different things like that. And this will basically allow the, what do you call it, like training of a horse in a more optimized way, not optimized, but like realistic and fun way. Yeah, kill the horses. I would definitely. I think the push is behind if the horse is going to get old, then kill the horse off, especially if you're going to be able to breed it and pass on your like the best horses you have. Um, we're gonna have a new train script coming in that will have robberies to the train with actually blowing up Bacchus Bridge and being able to rob it. There is going to be jailbreaks coming in where you'll be able to actually blow open the certain jail walls and be able to actually do stuff there. Um, what's another cool one? Oh, the new ranches are coming up. This will allow like your all your livestock start off young, they grow old, then you can take them to either butcher or sell. Um, there's a lot of new things that are going to be coming for like right away. I would expect within the next week to 2 weeks, like we'll start seeing things roll out. Um, and then as we see the new framework come, we're going to start getting stuff ready on the test server in the new framework and then bring it over so that we won't experience any downtime. It will be a nice, easy transition in between frameworks. Which one of our cool things will be our new banking system will allow multiple bank accounts and access to that account for multiple people. So you can set up a business bank account that multiple people could access by withdrawing and depositing to. Um, you yourself could have, a checking account, a savings account, a house tax account, and be able to designate your money to which account you want to deposit to, like specifically. So there'll be a few cool things that are coming. Um, we want to touch on traps. This was like the newest thing brought up and put in was the ability to do trapping. So you have fish, reptile, bird, small game, and crustacean traps, and they all take different produce or bait or meat, and you're able to put them down. The timer on them will be reduced to a half hour to match your farming time, so it'll be just like another passive version of farming, basically. Put your trap down, throw your bait in, leave it and go do your thing. Come back, got a chibs trap, and yeah, you're able to start capturing anything. And then basically the way those traps work is anything that you capture in a trap, I have paying out for $1 to $2 more, as it is in prime condition, not slaughtered, not shot, nothing. It is whole and live still when you are selling it to the butcher, technically. Um, so in prime condition. And so that's why you're going to get a little bit more out of it if you decide to do it with a hunting. Obviously, your regular hunting is you're gonna make more by going out and loading up a wagon and bringing it back and paying. But if you're looking for an extra form of passive income, you can buy 4 traps at a time, throw those down, and start capturing things from them. Keep in mind, they're animals. I think the max you're gonna make out of something is like $5. But $5, 4 traps, $20 extra every half hour on top of your farming. Could an option to skin it be possible? Like we double click in inventory. Yeah, so we could actually set something up like this. You could actually like kind of like how fish. You double click on the fish if you have a knife and it breaks it down into the parts. We could look at that too if you want to be able to break it down. And that'll be a cool thing with new butchers too, is if you're looking to get more of the animal parts than you are money, you'll be able to what do you call it? Go and take it and butcher the animals, get 75% of the worth in materials and 25% back in money. And if you want to go sell them, you'll get the 75% in money and the 25 back in worth. Manzini is kind of far. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of worth like you want to stock up on them before you take them back, or just have another way to use them for cooking or something for you. I get it. Um, so yeah, that'll be a cool thing there with traps. And obviously, we got a few more things coming along from all across. What? Oh, from all across the kind of aspects. So we have a gun script that's coming in to go with ours right now that will add um, and like actually having to maintain your gun. So you're going to want to like clean your gun, look after it. If you don't look after it for a certain amount of time, it can start to get dirty and degrade. Then it has a chance of jamming. When it jams, you are able to like clean it out. If it like permanently jams, you have to take it to a gunsmith and get them to unjam it. And then we won't have permanent degradation, which is where the guns break, they're gone forever. I'm not going to put that in place, at least not yet. With lower pop, obviously, uh, we want to add some things to the guns and make it so that you want to come back to gunsmiths and they get some return customers, like we did with horses and having their XP go down so that you get back to them. But we obviously want to make it so that you still have guns, they're still usable, there's still ammo out there. I want to make sure we have all that in place for you still. No, Tino, no fully automatic revolvers. um, Another one for the community to think about that the staff team is now starting to kind of discuss over is the ability for multi jobs. This would be you can't own multiple places, but you could be hired on to another place and switch jobs depending on the jobs. So this would allow this, and this is where we don't want to make it so that you can take over a whole entire place and just purchase it all out, and we want to allow other people still to have the ability to buy businesses, have their chance to run them and everything. But like if you have a gunsmith who wanted to be a bounty hunter in the meantime, or you have a gunsmith who also wants to help at the saloon on the weekends when they're gonna be doing events, or you got someone who wants to own a mining company but also work for the train because those would make sense together. If you have things like that, we want to pair them together and allow the ability of multi jobs for certain jobs that would make sense. So give us a feedback on that and what you guys would think. Yay, nay, what type of jobs, and we'll see kind of how that goes down and what the team thinks and what everybody else thinks on it. We're also looking at government job availability and how that could work. So obviously we have the Blackwater stable has always been a government owned stable. Anybody could come and work there without an actual like owner of the stable. We're starting to look at, should we set up a government owned gunsmith and a government owned saloon, and should we set up some more government owned places around where us as the government would own it in the meantime for somebody to come in, work there, get the experience, and look to take it over. Where if they don't have the stuff to start right away, it would give them more of an opportunity. This could entice newer players to come in, try it out, and not feel kind of like, oh, how am I ever going to start my own business? Maybe they don't want to go and take out a loan, so they come in and they work in the business. Kind of like working at Emerald. You build trust up at Emerald. Eventually, you decide you want to be a ranch owner, so you go and become a ranch owner. Or maybe the ranch workers see you there enough, like other ranch owners see you working at the ranch, and they decide, yeah, we're bringing them in. And that's kind of always what we had plans with Emerald, was to use it as like a filter point to actual player-owned ranches, with the player-owned ranches having their update coming in, that's also going to be another big push on those. You're going to see, we can now start getting fertilizer from player-owned ranches, so it won't just be emerald. You're going to have wool getting around. You're going to have, uh, you know, meat. You're going to have all these things. No government unless there's actual government characters to talk to players and characters, because they could easily just do that, sell via their own pocket profit without shop. How do you regulate the abuse funds? I think I get what you're meaning there, Cry. So there would definitely be government players like in place. Oh yeah, yeah, no, no, no. So like there'd still be government players in place. You would still have to get hired on by that government player then. Um, so there would still be like obviously some kind of filtration system to you coming in. You couldn't just like come in off the street. Yeah, I'm gonna make a gun, and then turn around, leave that day. Oh, I'm gonna go into the saloon and I'm gonna go make alcohol. Like yeah, yeah, like there wouldn't, yeah, when I say government, like there wouldn't be a specific one owner of the building. It would be the government owns this building. There would be someone who would still hire you on. Yeah, I didn't specify enough there. Someone would hire you on, bring them in, kind of do out that process still. Um, but it would at least allow, like, you know, brand new guy doesn't have 2 grand to get a business. It's gonna take him a few weeks to get it, but he wants to at least come in. There's not a gun, like right now we don't have an active gunsmith rolling. So if we had a government-owned gunsmith, he could come in there, work there, get the kind of the experience, and then move up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Test it out, see, test the waters, see what it's like. So that's another thing that we've been looking at is multi-job possibility at least. Loans for businesses, so loans are always still going. If you have, friends that want to come in and get into it and they might not have the money, loans are still there. I'll be giving them out myself. Rick and Joel will be going around collecting the money while Tom's away right now, and we'll kind of just be going through it and doing out the bank process. It's still there. Um, get loans, put money in saving accounts. The new bank system will have loans all built into it, and there'll actually be some cool systems there too. Um, but yeah, like if there's new players and they need to come in, the bank is still there to help them. Server storyline. So for anybody who doesn't know what's kind of started so far and what's being touched on, there's a server story between the Irish and the Italians that started up in Saint Denis. Um, this is going to be kind of a way to allow those who want to blow off a little bit of steam to be able to do it without hindrance between the gangs, because it'll give one of the first gang fights, which is written into the rules with its own speculations there. Um, it'll give us ways to introduce a few new drugs, a few new criminal aspects. There'll be some new robberies. There'll be some new activities. Our addiction script will tie into new drug coming out. Uh, so there'll be a few things that come from this storyline that's actually going on down there. There's a brothel now down in Saint Denis. Um, there is, yeah, there's basically going to be a whole little storyline between both sides, um, with some things. We don't want to give everything away, kind of the whole story and what's going to happen. But if there's anybody who wants to kind of help fill this, help fill the roles while on your main characters, on any of your like other characters, if you want to make a character to specifically be part of this fun little event, you want someone who can just run around the streets and commit some crimes, shoot at some folks, uh, kind of get taught some cool criminal RP. and not that everything is not just a run and gun. Have to rob people, have to assault people, have to shoot people 24/7. Um, you'll get to see some of the cool things you can do in the server and some of the ways that different criminals think. You'll get to see how I think as a criminal. You'll get to see how Scarlet thinks as a criminal. You might get to see how Rick thinks as a criminal. Which, if anybody's dealt with HW, they get to see HW side, but you'll get to see a little bit of a different side. Uh, so this will be a little bit of a fun way to just kind of get everybody together and have some fun with it. Uh, so yeah, if you're looking to fill any roles, if you want to just have it happen organically, or if you're interested in, hey, I just want to be involved in it somehow and I just want to let you know, then just reach out and let us know. Or don't reach out and let us know and it'll happen organically and we'll see if you're down for the reporting and open communication. So this is just something we want to touch on real quick. The team's here at the end of the day, but we can only be here to help with reports. Um, and I know a lot of the times, a lot of communities that goes empty-handed, and people may even feel like that's kind of empty-handed here sometimes. Um, but a lot of the time, we don't always get reports, and we always don't get the full report. And there's always two sides to a story. It takes multiple sides to come up with things. This is where we need reports to come in, and we need time to go through everything. And when we get accusations, like, trust us, we do look into that. We made this place for a fun spot. We wanted people to actually feel like they could have fun here. So if something is happening, don't think like, they're just there, they don't care, and they're not taking care of anything. Um, this is the baby of a lot of us, and at the end of the day, it's just we don't normally get told the full story, and all of us, any of us, are always willing to sit down and hear you out and hear, okay, what is happening, and let's see what we got. Even if it's one of us, if you got a problem with some of the staff, come forward, tell one of the other staff, sit down, talk to them. They'll come forward, they'll tell the people who need to be told, and yeah, if you need to be anonymous, even have it come forward anonymously. We don't care there. Um, it'll come forward, it gets documented. We have reports. They only the staff who are involved in the report actually get to see it, whether it is community or staff involved. Um, so if there's ever anything, talk to us. We're an open book. And we're here at the end of the day for fun. Other than that, the only other thing that we have is, don't approach staff in game with staff related questions. There's just been a few. When is this happening? Do you have any idea about this? You know, Obviously Nate the Marshal, he gets a lot of letters from the government and he hears a few things here and there, but he doesn't know everything. And Tips, the 15-year-old little girl, doesn't know when. I'm just gonna use a random example. When the bank's gonna start opening up the back room, like she doesn't know things like that. So just keep that in mind when it comes down. If we have a government character and we introduce ourselves as like a government character, then we are that person. But other than that, uh, we are our job. We fulfill what we do. Nate, yeah, he talks to the government a lot, but Nate is Nate the Marshal. Speaking of reporting, not a player issue or anything, but the turtle meat glitch is still there. Okay, that's your 12 in random stack. I'll have a look at that after here. I'm touching on a few bug reports. That's another big thing. If you guys are seeing any bug reports, obviously it's been a little bit slower. Not many of us have been around. Things have been kind of slipping through. Get in those big bug reports. Let me know. I'm gonna start cracking out a bunch of them. I'm putting out like 3 or 4 today that are gonna be solved. Um, but I need to know in order to fix something. And even if it's not a bug and it's more of like maybe it's a quality of life, maybe it's a little change that needs to happen, let us know. We can look at it. We can see what's up with it and what we can do. If it's something for the better that's gonna kind of benefit everybody, then we can definitely do it out. Um, okay, and the last thing before we turn it over to the community is we're going to be looking for any interest in testers with a brand new role that we're making for testers specifically. This is due to the fact that I can't always get staff together to have a testing time, but I know I have community members who some of you are just always around and you're always itching for something fun to do. Um, if I ever need something to test, or if any of the other staff need a test with something that I give off to them to, hey, can you get this done out for me? And they need a tester, this would be basically, yeah, like a role that we would just ping, hey, looking for a test in the test server. You join. Once you're whitelisted, you have access in, and you're good to go. And it just allows you to get in and have some fun with a few things. You know, get a little bit of a sneak peek on what's coming, help find out any of the bugs, and then just spend a little bit of time kind of getting to know the scripts that will be coming through. We're supposed to have that life with me sometimes. So, yeah, on that we went over traps and we went over stocking packages for businesses. So I think that is it. Is there anything else from the team?
If you guys do want to be testers and stuff like that, just reach out to us. We'll get you all figured out and stuff like that. For Otis, I would expect that you would like the tag already, just how you're talking. But yeah, if anybody's ever interested, just give us a ticket or something like that. Just saying, hey, I'm interested. And we'll get you all figured out on that.
Sweet. Anything else? Uh, anything else? Anybody? I don't think so. Sweet. Then, if that's the case, we'll go to the community. And if you guys have anything, go ahead, throw it in chat, throw your hands up, come up and talk. If you have any suggestions, concerns, things you'd like to see change, things that you're wondering about, we're interested in, hell, you know, things you've seen other servers doing that is working out for them, and you're like, you know what if we could try this out? Ooh, something I have for a poll for the community would be location-based wagon storage. How would people feel about that? Like, yeah, I guess I might need to explain a little bit, but like, you know, you store, you store wagon in Saint Denis. Now you can't go and pull that wagon randomly out in Valentine. You have to go to Saint Denis to pull your wagon out. Yeah, basically press either or, pressing J or going to a menu and pulling it out from the stable itself. Whichever one would have more interest, if one would have specifically one or the other more. I mean, you have a guy sitting outside the stable because I saw another server. I was talking to their dev, and he has location-based wagon storage, and he has a guy that stands outside the wagon, like outside the stable. You go up to him, you pick what wagon you want to pull out, and you pull it out. But then if he stores it in like Saint Denis, he can't store it in Saint Denis, ride over to Blackwater, pull his wagon that's fully loaded back out in Blackwater, and go on the rest of his trip. That was just a cool little thing that I saw. That was like, oh hey, that's it. Yeah, if there's anything, I know I see Cry typing out a message here, but if you guys have anything, let us know. Oh, like some of the special horses that we haven't actually gotten any of them fully working yet. But I know what you mean. Yeah, that's true. Do you want to start diluting that horse, or because this is the other thing is, you get that horse, you breed that horse up to, or you train that horse up to like top specs. It has top agility, it has top courage, it has top everything. Now you breed that horse off. Well, when you get that horse to start, there's going to be random stats on it. Like it's not going to come back as the top of the top horse. You're gonna, a 4 in this, a 6 in that, a 2 in this, an 8 in that, which would then give you, do you want to take your best of the best one of a kind horse, now make it 2 of a kind, and it has lower stats. Related to a suggestion I made before about hair, but possibility to make more clothing options available to either avatar. So this is actually something that I will touch on. We're working on NPC clothing. I actually have all the code done out for it. The only problem that works right now is dress bottoms. I have to change the model type they load onto because the female player model doesn't like them. But this would allow any clothing that you see an NPC wearing, you will now be able to wear. If there is currently any clothing that you would like to see if we can wear it already, let us know. Try and get that clothing and add it to our clothing store currently. Our clothing store also just got an update that clothing can be made items, so you can actually wear, like, have your shirt, have your have your coat, have all of that in your inventory. You can have an outfit and go store it somewhere and then be able to change outfit on the go. Some more dress options for men and vice versa. Yeah, like you'd be able to set up anything. Like I've been taking NPC full body dresses, like the full dresses they wear in like Saint Denis, and putting that on a female player model. Could men wear a dress? It would depend if they rigged to the body properly. Um, as long as they are rigged like the current ones, yes, because you already have a couple current, like the 2 dresses that are in there. So if they're rigged the same, then yes, you could have more dresses. If not, it would. But yeah, more cross dressing. Like yeah, like if there's clothing that can fit and it's rigged to that player model, it can. And there's certain things that you can do. Yes, women in tuxes. Yes, I can do like suits for the girls. Completely possible. That will all be like something with the tailor and NPC clothing. It's literally any anything you can't wear right now. If you want to be able to wear it, we can try. One way or another, we can try. It will either work one way, work the other way, and if it doesn't work either of those ways, it's not possible. So are you guys still passionate about playing regardless of the pull of new players? I mean, you're all obviously here right now, but I just want to hear from you all. So this is actually something that was asked to the staff right before this meeting. Um, and that's why we came in, and the very first thing was, at the end of the day, the staff are still here. And if everybody wants to also say it, like they can say it, we're here playing because, oh, hold on, I'm getting a call from work. I'll let somebody else talk.
Hi. We're still all very much passionate about playing and continuing on this community. I'll give you my personal opinion here, Cry. I'm extremely optimistic. I know this is a lot of times where sadly communities die and they leave, and it's because they can't persevere through these sections. Me personally, about still playing and stuff like that, I'm still as passionate as ever. I love playing my characters. I love doing it. To give a little bit of insight, I've been dealing with some very major medical issues that have not allowed me to be playing for at least the past week now. And for everybody else, sometimes we're having some life issues that are going on right now as well for some of us and whatever. But we're all still extremely passionate about playing here and being here, and continuing on this legacy for you guys. So I will let you know on that, at least for me.
Another thing I also want to quickly touch on is we've noticed the player drop across all servers. We are seeing big servers of 200 plus people who have also dropped off players. School going back in, we have some people leaving. New games launched over the summer. We got Baldur's Gate and Starfield, both obviously drew away people, and a few other things that happened over the summer. Like we've seen the go. Obviously, it sucks. Yeah, but we're still here RPing with the quality players at the end of the day. Um, and we see all of you as quality players. You're like part of the community, you drive story, and that's where the teams made that like, yeah, we'll be here. We're always gonna be doing it regardless of the players. Yeah, things have slowed down. We've had different kind of drives lately. Like I've been doing a lot of work stuff the last 2 months. Even we've all had. I know I'm quality. I'm just wondering since this person isn't. I know I'm quality. I love it, Prime.
That's
I'm just like, the person in the community. I felt like the stuff isn't around. Yes, I know, and we've noticed it too. We know we're not around. We know we haven't been around. That's why we're trying to take the initiative here and show like we're still here. We still have plans. We still got things to launch.
so
Go ahead, Remy.
I got it's just personally how I feel about it. Is I've always looked at like if I could be around more, I would. However, doesn't also mean that I don't have the passion. There's something that I want to bring up. I do like I remember being one of the more active staff members, and I haven't been able to be that lately. Um, just due to I just moved and things were a little chaotic for a bit. The change in routine kind of made me get off my medicine for a bit, so I was a little kind of spacey and chaotic. But at the end of the day, all that got sorted, and I'm here to do what we intended to do originally, which was be a place where stories happen, you know. And if that is in Red M or not, that to me is irrelevant. So even if the server has nobody in it, I'm gonna be in the Discord. I'm gonna be playing games with people. I'm gonna be hanging out. More so than I was recently. So we'll be getting back into being around more. I personally will, anyways. Just kind of hanging out and making sure everything's a-okay for everybody else.
Yeah, and like I said, kind of to even touch onto that as well. Like there, as weird as it was when everything started to happen with like the games being released and like CFX having their issues and everything like that. Some of us also too had issues within like our actual lives and stuff like that. Not issues, but changes in their actual lives that has taken us away. But like I said, like me personally, I'm going through some major medical shit right now. I'm gonna be back full fucking blown the moment that I'm like stabled and good. I still try to make little appearances here and there and stuff like that, but yeah, no, our drive is still here, and we're gonna be kind of coming back full swing, like it never happened, kind of situation. Because you want your staff to be there, you want your staff to play, all that kind of stuff. So we're getting that back into everything. So we get that people have lives, this is playground stuff and speak for themselves first. The ideas and stories. I get that I just asked. So like the CRP on the gaming community side is probably fine and chill. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're like I said, we're gonna be coming back, and we're gonna keep pushing all of this, and we're getting people kind of back to the groove of everything and making sure everybody's okay and everything like that. So you should be seeing a lot more of us as staff being on now, as our characters and stuff.
Well, that's like I've been setting up stuff all day on the server, just kind of grinding, getting things ready for some plans I've got too. So no, yeah. So
go ahead.
I want to go ahead and say we don't blame anybody for not being around. Like we don't hold any grudges, because like I can see you're kind of apologetic for not being around. We don't care. As long as at the end of the day, yeah, as long at the end of the day, like you're still here with us, and want to continue being a part of the community, that's all we ask for.
Yeah, like we see the support, guys. Like we get getting into a server. Like we don't get into a server if we don't see anybody. But I saw Otis hosting his thing, and I went, you know what? Otis is doing poker night. I'm gonna get in with him. I got in, and then Rick got in, and then another got in, and another got in. And by the time the night was over, we had like 8 to 10 people sitting.
Yeah.
First night in a couple nights. You weren't allowed to say cunt.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, I feel like very like anti-Scottish. Hang on. Exactly, it is a fun word, but yeah. So.
But I also want to touch on I see. You were like, it's a playground for staff and owners to make for themselves first with ideas and stories they want, hope the community wants to play too. I like that you acknowledge this. So I'll say this. I like that you acknowledge this, knowing that like a staff and an owner is always going to make the community in their image, and then hope that people are going to like that too, and go with it. But also, we want this to be the community for all of you and the playground for all of you too. We want to see things that work with you. Red Dead Undead Nightmare. I won't say anything about what's going to come for Halloween this year, and there's been a lot of updates and stabilizations so that things don't go the way they did. And
oh, so many naps, bro. So many forced naps.
I'm just saying, Halloween this year might be a little interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
Like what I'm getting at is this playground for everybody. Like we're gonna try and include the suggestion things that the community want to see too, within reasonableness. We can't give everybody. I can't go ahead and give Dino his fully automatic revolver that he wants, but I can give somebody else what they want.
Or the AK he been talking about since launch.
I can't give his AK. Your guns back? Yes. So Cry, I can get you your guns back. I will actually say, I'll make this right now. I am sorry for the big guns and inventory and banking issue. This was an issue that happened with banks and inventory, and when it was pointed out to them, it was told, no, there's no issue. And then when they got all of the reports of the issues, they went, oh, there are issues. And then I got banned shortly after. And I got banned for being part of a community that wanted to release scripts for free for the community. Literally the reasoning I was told. So if I'm to support people who want to release free scripts to compete with paid scripts, I'm not allowed to be part of the community, I guess. And that is why those decisions were made. But that's eh.
Otis, just to let you
My
know, if we would
sorry.
have been able to change it, we would have. So believe me,
11
bud,
minute
I
game
get it.
mechanics. You guys have a certain amount to it was a sudden low population. Yeah, and well, that's the thing was we're trying to push the game mechanics that everybody's gonna love and that everybody's gonna enjoy. So I do have some more mechanics that are coming to kind of keep things fun for everybody. So I have some Civ tasks that they'll give you things to go do. Bring me back this amount of crop and I will pay you. Bring me back this amount of meat and I will pay you. Go get this item.
So I haven't said anything to any of the staff yet either. But since the people are here, I have some plans. As you can see, I've been on all day. If you've checked it all, I've got some plans going on with more civilian life stuff. And kind of, I will reach specifically out to Otis later about it. But I think it'll be fun.
My weapon aiming My weapon aiming. What do you mean?
Dot.
Oh, dot. Oh, okay.
Proud of you.
Yeah, yeah. There's that was thought about at one point. Like we thought, hey, maybe get rid of this, and I was strictly told by everybody, no, don't you fucking touch that dot. So
Um,
I was told not. But we'll have some Civ stuff coming. I have some doctor stuff coming. So there's the possibility of stab wounds and bullet wounds would cause you to bleed, and then bandages would actually um, stop the bleed temporarily, but a doctor would still need to be seeked out. I saw that. I'm gonna go over it in a second. So this would cause some medic stuff, and there'll be medic tasks where you can go pick up NPCs to get some stuff there too. Um, the next part of that being cops. There's actually going to be the possibility coming very soon, thanks to another community's dev that uses our police script and wanted to be able to give back some cool features for, hey, you guys made the script. He's added evidence. So this will allow cops to be able to look at bullet casings, determine the gun they came from, and hot, warm, or cold. That is it. There's not going to be like fingerprints and blood and all that type of stuff, but they'll be able to at least be able to start looking at crime scenes and start piecing some stuff together. So it'll give them things to do there, and there'll be some AI police activities that they can do, like AIs fighting each other, getting in gunfights. There might be some civilian ambushes. You might start riding around the paths and get hit. Um, Let me go over some things I'm seeing come up here. Can trusted players have more than one job? So a job menu, clock, and location will be able to be allowed to work in certain locations. That's definitely something that we could look at. Um, that can definitely be a reward to like trusted players um, that we know are gonna obviously do it outright. What happened to horse paint for native stuff? What happened to face paint for native stuff? So face paint is in. It's only craftable by shamans, and unfortunately, with McCoy gone, the only other shaman is Scarlet, and with Scarlet being on tips, there had well, not Scarlet, the shaman, but yeah, Relic. It has obviously there's been some good old fallback there. So face paint in the native store, I think would be okay. I don't think there'd be any.
I'm totally for it. Oh,
Yeah.
do you wanna?
Oh, speaking of native stuff, this will be actually a good point to touch on that. Thank you. Macabre, our wonderful native accessory maker, he is coming out with a new native script, emotes and dances for the natives. So we should be able to start having some more native emotes and powwows properly. Horse paint for the natives, that is actually a different script. It was never included with that paint, but could be something to be looked into. Nun outfits is completely possible with the NPC clothing. I will make note that nun outfits need to be added. Playable pool tables is possible. Put some in the storage, native store accessible by the. Yes, you know what? I will put them in the native storage. I like that idea, and actually now I'm kind of worried about nun outfits. Don't know if you should
I'm
get
just gonna
them
say
or not.
right now, I'm gonna have a PTSD attack and shoot a nun.
Hey,
Tips.
hey, don't ruin this for Rickard, okay?
Okay. Playable pool tables. So this is actually playable pool tables was a script that I had just seen come out recently. There is still some money sitting around in the Patreon, and we may be able to get a hold of it if it does not run us too much. There's also the possibility, because of how pissed off I am with our blackjack, I might, and I literally opened up a ticket with the guy a month and a half ago and still haven't got a single message back. I might be switching blackjacks to Rick X's blackjack, which is a highly more recommended and reputable maker. And he does our traps currently. And his blackjack, you can do things like, double down, stand, hit, split. You get insurance. There's odds for if you can beat the dealer with like three of a kind or a full house. So that could be interesting. Do keep in mind, like we do have money still sitting around in the Patreon, and it's been on hold waiting to get some of the scripts to boost, the player ability. The trap script that we just went and got. We had a donation to help out with the weapon maintenance that'll be coming in. So obviously, there's your guys' support, even to this day, is still helping keep this place going one by one. And so, like we said, end of the day, support is what it means. I don't need to wear gloves every time I shoot a little. AI medic, Cry, I'm curious what you mean. We have an AI medic right now. Does it need to be expanded on, changed? What would you like to see with it? And Domino's like story mode. Somebody actually just came out with this a little bit ago, and I might be able to look at it still. But if I remember when it first came out, it was like $180. So I'll look and see if it's still up there in price. But trust me, there's some scripts that I've really wanted to get for the server lately. Like there was one, a lumber mill company that I was gonna go and get, and then I found out it was $200, and I was like, I can't justify putting that much into one script. Sorry. The new blackjack I think is around $50, so it's not too bad.
Bertha, what do you mean by fat women? Do you mean like more body types? Is that what you mean, or is that was like a? Because I can touch on this one if it's what I think it is. Because of course I constantly look at the shit.
If you have things that your weight gain stuff, okay, so weight gain is actually going to be something that's coming. We want to add that in as like a weight gain thing. Babe, you touch on the female body types more of them.
Okay, so with body types, in character creation, you're gonna have a few, like you're gonna have like the basic ones that you have currently here. The sad part about Red M is it does not get a lot of love. While you may have multiple different types of body types in 5M, Red M, sadly, you only have the basic ones. There is a way to do a stockier female. It's just there is a certain number combination that you have to do. If you need any help with that, I can try my best to get those numbers for you. Because yeah, Sadly, it's just they, for some reason, don't think that we need different body types. um, but I'll definitely keep my eye out for that kind of stuff because I know there has been some changes with some bodies and stuff like that. So like a little while ago, we ended up getting it so that the females don't have voids anymore. They actually have boobs and stuff. So there is starting to be innovations on bodies and body types. It's just we haven't been able to see what 5M has provided so far.
Yeah, if there's anything like body type related, so for the new framework, I'm working on the character creation system. It'll be really nice because your character selection screen, you can go both directions on your characters, not just one direction like it is right now. And you can see all your characters, and you cycle between them. And then the clothing changing is actually with a slider that can be controlled with your mouse or with your arrow keys, and it updates live as you're dragging it. So you're gonna get like automatic updating and everything of it. Uh, but there's definitely like if there's anything related to character stuff, let us know what you'd like to see in it because I'm making out a whole new character script where we want to have uh, different body types and everything, and then the metabolism for the new framework is also what I'm working on. And there's plans of like as you run and do stuff like run, riding, swimming, all of that, it's going to lower your body weight. And then as you like eat more and more stuff, it's going to gain your body weight. Uh, we're going to have a whole system of metabolism.
I am
Which
stating this though right now. I don't want to be able to eat 2 pieces of like
no,
animal fat and gain
no,
300
that won't be a
pounds.
thing. We've already gone over that won't be a thing. One of the cool things that will be so like we're gonna make it yeah, you get like ballooned. Nah, so we're gonna make it where it's like you have to actually eat for a couple days and you're not doing anything. Now you're gonna go up in like a body type. Um, Jesus, Bertha. Yeah. No, so that's where like that would happen if like you're eating for like a week straight and not doing anything, basically. And the other thing is yes, SARS didn't have female body type sync. Since then, the female body type sync has been found out, and we're able to actually sync that. So you're going to see the same thing with everything. On the topic of metabolism, we're going to be doing our new metabolism update, which will be having the dirty system in it. So you'll actually end up getting dirty, and then you can get sick, which would lower your stamina and make you hungrier faster. And that can be cured with cureness and just wash and stay clean. You can clean at bathhouses, swimming, using the wash command, or just by being in rain long enough will actually clean you off too. There will be addiction, and there will also be stress, and then there'll be zones that can end up getting rid of your stress. So if you're hanging out in the saloon, now your stress is going down. If you're oh, this is allergic to bathing. Better have a lot of cures on you. But yeah, basically we'll have addiction, stress, dirty. Will all be things coming in with the metabolism, and then we'll look to carry on over into new metabolism for the low stress in a saloon. It's because you're gonna be like hanging out, you'd be drinking and everything. It'd be a way to take off your stress. Same with like smoking cigarettes would take your stress away. Drinking would take your stress away. But getting shot at is gonna make your stress go up. Or doing certain things. Yeah, like getting in fights. If you're fighting, that would make your stress go up. Uh, things like that. And then depending on like how high your stress is, it actually like shakes your camera a bit, so it'd be harder to aim your gun. Anything else from you guys? I think we're getting some decent questions. We're getting some decent input. We're getting good suggestions too. Smoke the big O, never be stressed again. Not gonna lie, I was very confused as to what you meant. And then I realized you meant open.
So, eating desserts would count like stress lower, right?
Yeah, so I think they would count as a stress lower, but then I'm wondering if they would give you an addiction raise with like.
Yeah, you get addicted to the sugar.
So that's
Yeah.
what I'm like. You would get a little bit of an addiction there, but you get trade off of getting
Yeah.
used. So
Okay.
thoughts on ear punching?
Fuck are you talking about?
I don't know,
What
Victoria. Just
does
said
that
thoughts
mean?
on ear punching.
That
I don't
scares
know what
me.
I don't know what that means.
I'm scared.
What happened? Hi. I'm back as long as Urquhart doesn't fuck me.
Oh, that's
I think that's what I choose to blame. Power just randomly went out at the same time that it went out last Sunday, like about 6:30. So it's fucking wonderful.
Any
all
other
right.
anything else from you guys? I think this has been good. Giving us a nice little insight on some things that you guys would like to see, some possibilities.
I am catching up on whatever I missed, and I'm going through the community meeting chat, and that's what I just see cry. Big Bertha's big boobs, and what?
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, Bertha ate like 20 animal fats over on Bottle Cap, and that's what she looked like in the picture. And I was like, "Holy shit, that's a big Bertha." That's what Cry said.
What?
my.
Okay.
So, uh, Nate.
Yeah.
I'm a DM you before I forget. I'm
Okay.
pausing everything so I can remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
You aware of that?
I don't 100% know what you mean yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Just found out, so I had to ask.
I feel that cry.
It's very important. Okay, so
I
maybe
mean,
maybe they should end up stopping by the brothel and meeting Rose.
Let's just say you will love her.
Rose is this big.
Yvette will love
Yeah,
her.
Rose is this big, like big, tall, big boobed lady.
One of the first
She's
comments
like,
I heard her make was to Luca, and she was like, "You'll have to find another throat to slide in," and I'm like,
no.
um,
yeah, Yvette is like Chib height. Or not Yvette, Rose is like Chib height. She's like fucking mass. Yeah, that's
Yes.
literally who she's based off of. She's based off of Lady Dimitrescu.
Um,
And she looks like her too.
I was about to try. Took me a minute, and then I saw the GIF. I was like, "Who the fuck is Lady Dimit?" I didn't play that game. But yes, I remember that
Rickard,
lady now.
do it. Rickard, you'll fall in love, and you will never go back to anything else other than
Bruh,
Donnie.
I'm telling you right now, I can't. My heart can't take it. I'll fucking have a heart attack and die. I'm telling you.
what? Why is it? Wait, did Village come out last year? Was that 2022 or was it 2021?
2021,
For
I
sure,
believe.
it's 21. Yeah.
Oh, okay, because then, so you had Lady D, Dummy Mommy thing, and now we have. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. But I'm just like,
Carlac.
why?
Yeah.
The horny is too
There's a
strong.
hard left
We need
here.
to calm
Hold on.
down. People need to chill.
Sweet, sweet,
I,
sweet,
I, I
sweet.
apparently the electricity chose an incredible time for me to come back.
So nobody has any questions?
Yeah, I think we got everything. Then.
I'm impressed. Anything else?
I think we're good then. Sweet, sweet,
You might
sweet.
want to scream at Nate while we're here.
I want to make Nate scream. What?
What? Oh, what? Oh, oh, God.
Quiet,
Scarlet.
fucking Kane. I swear to God.
We have 2 hands up. John Clayton is repeatedly putting his hand up and down.
No, that's Victoria.
Oh, am I?
Somebody's hands and up and down. And
It's just the two of them wanting to come up and yell at me. No.
Well, I feel like one of them is gonna yell at me.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Hey, we good then.
Who are we letting up?
The meeting, let everybody out.
yeah.
Let them all go run for their lives.
Hap, do you actually have something to ask, or do you just want to yell at me?
Yeah, that's a.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Love you both.
Had to make sure, though. Had to make sure.
Like I said, that would have been a dick
That-
fucking move
that
that he
was-
finally had time to like ask a
Right.
question.
That was one of
And we
those,
just dip.
like, kid at the back of the class with his hands up, and the teacher's like, "Is it gonna be a question about blank?" And he just slowly loads.
Yeah.
No, Patrick. Horseradish isn't an instrument either.
Alright, I'm gonna wait, see what gets typed out here. Yeah, I was just saying, I see people typing, so I'm gonna let them type before we go, and then we'll see. What's up, Finn? What do you got?
Yeah, see, that's what I figured.
Forgot to mention if we get any homework tonight. Your homework is to enjoy yourselves for the night, and then give me one suggestion each. There
Write
you
a
go.
20-page essay about why the British are bullshit.
Yeah, Finn's that kid.
So,
Wait. What about homework as we go to leave class?
Yeah.
I do want to shout out those of you that are here, all of you. We fucking adore you guys. Genuinely, like, personally, just my opinion, was fully expecting the 5 of us
Oh,
to
absolutely.
be here
I
with
expected
nobody
Dylan to
else.
show up.
So we appreciate you guys. We appreciate your loyalty. No, we thought you guys just kind of were like, oh, they'll figure it out. But I really do
Oh,
like it. Means a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
Otis, you
does.
say that. You say that, but honestly, like, that's what this is about. We want suggestions because we want to know, like, what do we, what can we do to get people back in and excited for everything again?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's basically like,
chain.
yeah, we're all in this together. You know what I mean? So it's like that High School Musical song.
I
Wildcats?
don't think it's like the High School Musical song.
Yeah, no, it's we're all in this together. And
And
sorry.
Make your dreams come
Everybody
true.
has those days. Everybody makes mistakes. This is the Legacy Staff Karaoke Hour.
Yeah. Hey, look, I used to go to karaoke every week. I love that. It's my
I
favorite.
used to, a long time ago.
They're all. I'm running them off with my singing.
Yeah.
And to think I used to be a professional musician.
You were a bass player.
It's true. Yeah. Fair. Valid.
I'm done with you all. Just so done.
Anyways, I wanted to express love before we left. Is
Yeah,
all.
seriously, thank you
Yeah,
all.
thank you guys.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna express. I don't even know. Get out.
Yeah. Let's go.
Now I'm
Let's
going
get
to
out of
express
here.
hatred. Get
Go
out of
to
here.
yourself.
I want to express love to Natred. Nate, wait. Damn it,
Nature!
fucked it up.
Where was
Oh,
that?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Everybody leave. Go home.
Oh, we're back. We're so back.
Oh
Legacy is so
my
back.
Oh my god.
Oh man.